Hello all, welcome to this course Managing AWS with Terraform. So in the last video we have seen how to install Terraform and work with the AWS resources to get the information. In this video we are going to learn how to create a VPC and then destroy the environment, then how to create a multiple VPC, then multiple subnets in it, and then again clean up the environment, right? So in the last video we have configured our credentials in this way in the provider block where we provide our access key and secret key. Obviously my credentials were exposed, so I have deleted it and I created a new one, and this time I followed the export method so that I don't need to expose my key. Again, you can follow any of these methods. You can put in this method also, why in this method, or you can use the roles option. So I'm using this method right now. So this is how my configuration looks like, right? So if I say Terraform plan, so this works fine, right? Okay, let's go back to my VPC and just search. So if you see here, there is no VPC, right? And on subnets, there is no subnet here. Okay, so we'll go to the VPC and we'll create a VPC via Terraform code. Okay, so first thing is create a VPC, and then we'll fetch a availability zone information in this VPC. What all availability zones are available in this region? So I'll just paste this code here. So if you see here, resource is AWS VPC. This is what we are going to create, and this is the name DC1, and the cider block will be this range. Okay, so this will create our new VPC with the name DC1. The next thing what I'm going to do is I'm fetching what all availability zones are available, so that if I need to create a subnet, I need to provide the subnet information as well, right? So I need to know what all subnet zones are available. This is not required, but I'm showing you how to get this information. So the data and get this AWS availability zone and then give the access. And so basically we are searching all the availability zones here, and in the output tab we can just mention DC out. So once this is created, just return all the values associated with DC1 in this value, and in the easy out we want to display all the available availability zones. So how we'll address with the data dot availability zone and dot access. So let's try to run this and see. Terraform plan. Okay, so always read the plan. What it is going to do, it is going to create, okay, what it is going to create, this VPC DC1 will be created, and this is the configuration, and cider block will be this. Okay, and so you see here the plan 128 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Okay, so let's say apply. So it will ask for the confirmation. We'll say yes. So you can see DC1 creating. Okay, so if you inspect the output tab, the easy is out, right? So you can see we have 1A, 1B, 1CD. We have 6 availability zones available here, and that's their zone IDs. Okay, then this is our VPC which it has created, and if we go here on the AWS console and refresh, we should see, yeah, you can see DC1 and VPC got created, right? Let's delete this information, and then we'll try to create a subnet also. So Terraform destroy. So this is very destructive command. Always make sure what you're going to destroy here. Okay, so how can I confirm? You can see the VPC ID here ending with 25BC, ending with 25BC, right? This is what it's saying. It will be destroyed. So This looks good. I'll say yes, and this is destroyed, right? Okay, let's create a subnet in this. So return the configuration for the subnet. Let's use this. Okay, so resource AWS subnet. So this says that Terraform needs to create a new subnet. This will be the name DC1 AZ1, and then see how I'm giving this information for the ability zone. So data, this is dot AWS ability zones dot is dot names01. Names01 is in the first ability zone. So if you see it, it returned a list, right? So if you just scroll up, see here names ID, then names, then 0 1 2 3. So if you say names of 0 index, that means yours is 1A. If you say name of 1, that means it's 1B. So I'm going to create the subnet in 1A and 1B. So is.name 0, so this is 1A, right? And the CIDR block will be this 10.10 20.0, and then VPC ID. How to get this VPC ID now? So VPC ID is this VPC, then TC1, and then ID, because when we are creating a subnet, it needs to know what in which VPC you need to create. So I'm providing the ID from this. Then map public IP on launch. So I want to make this subnet as a public subnet. So I'll make map public IP on launch equal to true. By default it is false. If you want to make it true, so you need to mention it here true, and then give the tag what will be the name of the subnet. So DC1 public subnet, right? In the same way, we have resource AWS subnet DC1 AZ2. So this will be created in 1B, ability zone 1B, and see the name here. This is index 1, and the CIDR will be 21.0. Here this public one is 20 and the private one is 21. Then this is going to be my private, so I have not mentioned map public IP on launch equal to true, because by default it is always false. So this is all set. If you want to output, you can again put in the output log and see what's going to create, but as of now I'll just save this and just do a Terraform plan. So you can see here, so DC1 AZ1 will be created. This is the subnet. See, US is 1A, then this will be US is 1B, and this is my 21, right? And how do you differentiate whether it is a public or private? See here, map public IP on launch false. So this is my private and this is my public. Since I have mentioned is true in the configuration, this is mentioned as a true. By default it is false. Alright, and this is my VPC details. Let's apply this configuration. Say yes. So this will create our VPC, and inside that it will create our both subnets. Just refresh this. Okay, so the VPC got created. Now this time see the name is different. This VPC ID is different, and in this VPC if we go to the subnets, we can see here, just expand this. So DC1 private subnet, DC1 public subnet. And the CIDR block is also whatever you have mentioned, and in the same VPC it got created, right? And they see the availability zone, US is 1A, US is 1B. Perfect. Let's destroy this environment. Let's try. yes. Okay, all right. We can verify. If you just refresh, you won't see any subnet, and in the VPC also everything is removed. Okay, let's now what we're going to do, we are going to create um, two VPCs and two subnet inside this. So later we'll use this thing, like we'll establish a VPC peering, and then we'll configure routing between this subnets and all. So okay, so I'll just add one more resource here. Okay, and the CIDR will be different. Say this time I say is 192.116, and the name will be DC2. Okay, and so this time this is going to create in this VPC, right? Okay, I need to change the name. DC2. Okay, so this will create a first VPC, this will create a second VPC, and then this will create our subnet inside VPC1, and now we need to write the code to create the subnets in another DC. So this will be our, say, DC2. Okay, and then change the CIDR block 172.16, and here we need to change the DC2, because how this would know where we need to create this subnet. So I'm telling that create this subnet inside this VPC ID. See, VPC ID. So DC1 public subnet, let's say, oh no, this will be DC2. Let's say DC2. Here also DC2 172.16. Okay, and create into the second VPC, and this should be my DC2 subnet. Okay, and if we want output, we can again specify here, but let's keep it simple. Let's verify it also once. So that's my configuration. This is DC1. CIDR block is this. Tag this. Tag this. This is okay. And then this is resource. This is good. And then subnet DC2 is E1. Subnet DC2 is E2. And then 21, 20, even say 2. I think all looks good. Let's do a Terraform apply plan. If we have any syntax error, it will let us know. Okay, looks good. Okay, all right. Let's read out the plan. So it's saying that to create a subnet DC1 EZ1 and subnet DC1 EZ2. So EZ1 is our 1A. So you can see here 1A. EZ2 is our 1B. So 1B, right? Similarly, DC2 AZ1 is again 1A, and this is our 1B, but it is in the different subnet, right? So in the different VPC 172 series or 172 series. So this is also good. And then VPC DC1 will be created. So this is my one subnet, this is good, and this is my second, this is good. So all looks good here. What you can do, we can say apply. Say yes. oops, cider. Okay, I think we have a mistake. Where did we mention 127? Yes, here. Let's apply again. So this time it won't create this because this one is already created, like DC1, AZ1, AZ2. These are already created, so it won't create it. Just refresh the state and will fetch the information. So if you see the plan is 3 to add. It should be 6, right? But this is 3 to add because the 3 is already created. If you see the last plan, it was 6 to add, right? 0 change, 0 to destroy. Since one of the DC already got created, this time is saying plan 3 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. So this is good. Say yes. Now you can see VPC DC2 is getting created. Alright, we're good. Let's see here. What do we have here? Let's refresh. Okay, so we have DC1 and DC2. See the cider range. Okay, and let's go to the subnets. Shows 4. So DC1 public subnet and DC1 private subnet, DC2 public subnet, DC2 private subnet, and their setup log. So we are good with this video. We'll see in the next video. We'll see how to create security groups and VPC peering and all other stuff. Thank you.